Have you ever found yourself at the dinner table, a warm plate of perfectly grilled fish before you, its surface kissed by a hint of lemon and fragrant herbs, and pondered, surely this must be a healthy choice, wouldn't you agree? It is indeed fish. It is widely acknowledged that fish offers numerous health benefits. To be completely candid, in many instances that holds true. Fish is a lean source of nourishment, brimming with protein, and we are all familiar with the remarkable benefits of omega-3s for both heart and brain health, particularly as we age. What if I were to reveal that some of the most beloved fish, the very ones we often associate with health benefits, could be causing more harm than we realize? Imagine a scenario where certain fish are stealthily eroding your well-being, subtly undermining your memory, your nervous system, and even your heart, all while you remain blissfully unaware until the moment of reckoning arrives. And here lies the twist. The majority remain blissfully unaware. As we grow older, our bodies lose their ability to filter out toxins as effectively as they once did. The immune system experiences a slight deceleration. The liver and kidneys in particular exert themselves a bit more than usual. That is quite natural. However, this also implies that older adults are significantly more susceptible to substances such as mercury, heavy metals, and chemical residues, many of which are concealed within specific types of fish, vibrant fish that exude vitality, fish marketed as premium, fish that physicians endorse without hesitation. Yet, that is no longer the case. Perhaps these fish aren't part of your daily diet. Perhaps it occurs only occasionally, at a family barbecue, a church potluck, or during your regular dining outings. Yet, those fleeting instances, they accumulate. Particularly when your body exhibits heightened sensitivity to its intake. I come not to instill fear, but rather to offer a cautionary note. If you find yourself over the age of 60, or if you are tending to the needs of someone who is, this information holds the potential to safeguard your long-term well-being. In today's video, I will guide you through 6 types of fish that older adults should avoid at all costs. These are not mere conjectures. This draws upon health research, genuine case studies, and the subtle recommendations that nutritionists are advising older individuals to steer clear of. Chances are some of them are nestled in your fridge at this very moment. They can be found on menus from one coast to the other, and one among them. But is number 4 that may very well astonish you the most. By the conclusion of this video, you will possess a clear understanding of what to avoid and the reasons behind it. Most importantly, you will discover better, safer, and smarter alternatives that allow you to indulge without compromising on flavor or your well-being. Before we embark on this journey, allow me to pose a straightforward question. If you find yourself here out of concern for your health or the well-being of a loved one, please take a moment to leave a brief comment below that simply states, "I'm here." This message is clearly resonating with the intended audience. Be sure to subscribe to Silver Fuel if you haven't done so yet. Each day we offer transformative insights that empower older adults to extend their lives, enhance their strength, and remain well-informed. Are you prepared? Let us delve into the 6 fish that warrant your attention, beginning with one that is frequently lauded for its exquisite taste, yet harbors hidden dangers for those in their later years. Your grandfather has forever held the esteemed title of the family's grill master. Each Sunday he can be found on the patio expertly flipping thick, juicy fillets of king mackerel on the grill. He is utterly convinced of its merits. It is said to be beneficial for the heart and advantageous for the brain. Indeed, fish can be delightful, provided it's the right variety. Yet as time passes, you begin to perceive a subtle change within him. He seems to be more fatigued than normal. He often overlooks the simplest of details: names, appointments, the whereabouts of the remote control. In the quiet of the morning, his hands occasionally quiver as he raises his coffee cup to his lips. Initially, you attribute it to the passage of time. It's merely a facet of the aging process, isn't it? Yet, what if it isn't? What if the very thing he believed was safeguarding his health was, in fact, gradually inflicting more damage than he could have ever envisioned? Here is the essential information you should be aware of. King mackerel stands out as one of the most notorious culprits regarding mercury concentrations in fish. Mercury, a heavy metal, finds its place in the narrative of our bodies, particularly in youth, when resilience is at its peak. Yet, as the years pass, Our capacity to eliminate toxins such as mercury diminishes. It signifies a gradual accumulation, silently, as time passes, until it begins to influence your thoughts, your emotions, and even the way your body operates. For seniors, an excess of mercury signifies more than mere forgetfulness. It can instigate profound cognitive decline, nerve damage, loss of coordination, and even cardiovascular strain. However, this is where many people often miss the mark. There exists a common misconception where king mackerel is mistaken for Atlantic mackerel. It resonates, doesn't it? However, they are quite distinct. Atlantic mackerel stands out as a safer option, boasting lower mercury levels and a higher nutrient profile, making it an excellent choice for older adults. However, king mackerel, it masquerades as a beacon of wellness. Yeah, there seems to be no one out there raising a red flag regarding the situation. If it happens to be resting in your freezer, if it's a staple on your seafood counter list, perhaps it's time to consider a shift. I'm not suggesting that you need to eliminate fish from your diet completely. Absolutely not. Superior options exist that are not only delightful but also secure. Consider opting for wild-caught salmon or sardines in place of king mackerel. Both are abundant in omega-3 fatty acids, contain minimal mercury, and are exceptionally beneficial for cognitive and cardiovascular well-being. They transcend mere safety. They embody intelligent decisions for enduring well-being. And keep in mind, at this juncture of life, food transcends mere flavor. It revolves around safeguarding your future, one meal at a time. Yet mercury is not the sole peril lurking within your seafood. Certain fish pose a unique danger, targeting your immune system and subtly undermining your natural defenses at the most critical moments. Now, let us delve into the second fish that older adults should definitely avoid: tilefish. Now, consider this about tilefish. You may not even be aware that you're indulging in it. It possesses a certain slyness. As you settle into the ambience of a lovely restaurant, perhaps in honor of a birthday, an anniversary, or simply to indulge in a memorable evening, your gaze falls upon the menu, where the white fish, or the catch of the day, beckons enticing. It appears quite harmless, doesn't it? Delicate and airy, perhaps charred to perfection and drizzled with a zesty lemon butter sauce. One might assume that seafood, being what it is, would inherently be beneficial for one's health. However, what often goes unmentioned is that the fish in question could indeed be tilefish. What about tilefish? That's something to be cautious of, particularly if you're over 60. Allow me to elucidate the reasons behind this. Tilefish, especially those harvested from the Gulf of Mexico, are known to possess some of the highest mercury concentrations found in fish. We're discussing heights that surpass even those of the king mackerel. For older adults, this poses a significant issue. Mercury transcends the realm of mere documentary fright. It is a tangible reality. As it accumulates within your system, it begins to interfere with your neurological well-being, your mind, to be precise, your current balance, the essence of your recollections, your mood, too. As time progresses, exposure to mercury can result in numbness, confusion, memory loss, and for certain individuals, even manifestations reminiscent of dementia. What could possibly exacerbate this situation? Tilefish frequently graces menus as a luxurious choice. It may carry a steeper cost, an elevated display, an appellation that resonates with an air of the unfamiliar. However, high cost does not necessarily equate to healthiness. In this instance, it stands in stark contrast. When dining out, it's wise to inquire about the type of white fish on the menu. Embrace your confidence. You are entitled to understand what is being served to you. What if they mention tilefish? With all due respect, I must decline. Inquire whether they offer a safer option, such as cod or haddock. Both possess a gentle nature, are kind to the digestive system, and contain significantly less mercury. Your body, and particularly your mind, will express gratitude for this choice. In the later chapters of life, it transcends mere sustenance. It becomes a matter of what sustains your clarity, steadiness, and resilience. Let us now delve into a fish that exudes elegance, perhaps even a touch of luxury. Yet, beneath that elaborate title exists a tangled web of concealed dangers that seniors ought to avoid. Third in line, we have the swordfish. This one certainly evokes a particular image, doesn't it? Swordfish is not a common sight at the dinner table for everyday meals. It makes its appearance at sophisticated dinners, perhaps aboard a luxurious cruise ship, or amidst the joyous gatherings of family celebrations at an upscale restaurant. It is not unusual to overhear an elder, be it a parent or grandparent, declare, "This time I shall indulge. I will have the swordfish." It resonates with opulence, rich in taste, unique. In their thoughts, it may seem like a wholesome indulgence. Unique. In their thoughts, it may seem like a wholesome indulgence. However, what many individuals remain unaware of is that this seemingly delightful indulgence may be subtly inflicting lasting harm on their well-being. The swordfish stands as one of the ocean's most formidable predators, known for its impressive size and remarkable longevity. Consequently, it dedicates countless years to the absorption of mercury and various toxins from the food chain. When it finally graces your plate, that exquisite fillet may carry a hidden burden of mercury. Keep in mind that mercury doesn't merely glide through your system and vanish. Particularly among older adults where the metabolism has decelerated, it lingers within the body. And to what destination does it lead? To the kidneys, the nervous system, and the brain. This signifies a heightened likelihood of nerve damage, memory problems, tremors, and cognitive deterioration. Should you or a cherished individual have a background of kidney strain, elevated blood pressure, or neurological concerns, the swordfish, with its silent grace, might subtly steer events astray. Now, here lies a perilous assumption many people tend to make. They believe that grilling it thoroughly will eliminate any harmful elements, correct? Regrettably, that is not the manner in which mercury operates. It cannot be cooked away. It cannot be masked by mere seasoning. Mercury remains present in the meat, regardless of whether it is raw, baked, or flame-grilled. What alternatives are available to you? For those who appreciate a robust and satisfying fish dish, there exist safer alternatives that continue to deliver delightful flavors to your dining experience. Consider indulging in trout, particularly the vibrant rainbow variety, or pollock. Both possess a gentle flavor, a delicate flakiness, and are simple to prepare. They possess minimal mercury content, are rich in beneficial fats, and are considerably kinder to the organs that age. It revolves around the art of making astute exchanges, replacing the perilous with the wholesome. At this point in life, sustenance transcends mere pleasure. It becomes a shield. In the realm of risks, one must ponder. Imagine if I revealed that the next fish is one you've likely encountered on countless sushi menus, seafood platters, and elegant buffets. It possesses a refined elegance, well-liked, a cherished delight for those who adore seafood. However, what about the older adults? It could prove to be equally perilous as the previous three, if not more so. The fourth fish on our list is the ahi tuna, often referred to as big eye tuna. This may come as a surprise to you. In today's world, sushi nights have transcended age boundaries, appealing to more than just the younger generation. Perhaps you've witnessed it, or perhaps you've felt it firsthand. Your older friends, your parents, or even yourself indulging in a vibrant sushi platter. It is an experience steeped in social interaction. It exudes a sense of freshness, modernity, and a delightful lightness, embodying health and vitality. And there it lies on the plate, prominently displayed, a stunning slice of deep red ahi tuna. Yet, the reality that often goes unnoticed is that ahi tuna may not be as beneficial for your body as many believe. Indeed, for older adults, it can represent a significant health hazard. Let us dissect it. The big eye tuna, a creature of remarkable longevity, navigates the depths of the ocean with grace. Similar to swordfish, it occupies a prominent position in the food chain, resulting in a greater accumulation of mercury compared to numerous other fish. In contrast to swordfish, ahi tuna is frequently enjoyed in its raw form. This introduces an entirely different concern: bacteria. In the vigor of youth, when the immune system stands robust, the body may adeptly manage the sporadic encounter with bacteria lurking in raw fish. Yet, as the years pass us by, the resilience of our immune systems tends to diminish over time. Even a seemingly innocuous low-grade bacterial infection from raw tuna can strike with unexpected severity, linger longer, and pose significant risks. We are discussing issues such as Salmonella, Listeria, and even parasites that the body struggles to combat as effectively as it once did. What happens when you intertwine mercury exposure with the threat of bacterial risk? That's a harsh blow to a weary frame. Herein lies the confusion. Many individuals assume that all tuna is identical. One glances at the label proclaiming tuna and assumes it to be a reliable choice. However, a significant distinction exists among the varieties. Large-eyed and albacore tuna, they rank among those with elevated mercury levels. These are the ingredients that grace exquisite sushi rolls or elevate premium seared tuna steaks. While they may offer a sumptuous flavor, the danger is undeniably present. Conversely, skipjack tuna, frequently marketed as light tuna in cans, presents a significantly safer option. It contains less mercury, is more budget-friendly, and simplifies portioning. I propose the following course of action. If you have a fondness for tuna, or if you're looking after someone with a taste for it, opt for canned light tuna instead. For seniors, it is advisable to limit consumption to no more than 2 servings per week, and whenever feasible, choose cooked options rather than raw. A modest adjustment, yet it holds the potential to significantly enhance our defense against concealed health dangers. Now, let us change our focus for a moment, because the next fish we are about to discuss, it transcends the ordinary grocery store experience, achieving remarkable popularity across the globe. However, what many individuals fail to recognize is that it is frequently cultivated in conditions that are not only questionable but potentially toxic as well. What about the elderly? This is a warning sign we must not overlook. The 5th entry on our list is the farm salmon. It's a sight you're familiar with. As you step into your neighborhood grocery store, a beautifully presented fillet of salmon rests elegantly on display. The hue is a lively pink, the cost has been reduced, and you ponder, this is quite the bargain. Salmon is nutritious, isn't it? Yet, there exists a detail seldom highlighted on the packaging. Not all salmon holds the same value. Should that salmon be farmed, particularly from regions with lax regulations such as Chile or certain areas of Southeast Asia, it may harbor more than merely protein and omega-3s. Allow me to elucidate. Farm salmon are cultivated in densely packed underwater enclosures, where countless fish navigate confined quarters, consuming pellets crafted from subpar ingredients. Such circumstances foster an ideal environment for the proliferation of disease and parasites. To avert outbreaks, these fish are frequently administered antibiotics, and in certain instances, they are treated with chemical colorants to enhance the flesh's appearance, as the meat would otherwise present a gray hue. However, the situation deteriorates further. Is that the same feed they receive? It frequently harbors contaminants such as PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, and dioxins. These substances are harmful industrial chemicals associated with cancer, disruption of hormonal balance, and damage to the immune system. Now envision the impact on an aging body, one that is inherently more sensitive and more susceptible. These substances have the potential to incite inflammation, exacerbate arthritis, and impose further stress on the heart. And yet, a multitude of individuals continue to hold the belief that salmon is simply salmon. Upon hearing about omega-3s, they confidently believe they are making the right choice. However, the reality is that farm-raised salmon may inflict more damage than benefit, particularly when consumed on a consistent basis. What then is the answer? Seek out wild-caught Alaskan salmon. It boasts a purer, more streamlined composition, enriched with naturally occurring omega-3 fatty acids. It originates from untainted waters, harvested through methods that sidestep numerous chemicals and hazards associated with aquaculture. While it may come at a higher cost, prioritizing your health or that of your loved ones is a decision that pays dividends in the long run. And so we arrive at the last fish on our list, one that is sure to evoke a range of emotions. For numerous seniors, this upcoming fish transcends mere sustenance. It embodies solace, a glimpse into history, a gentle nudge towards the familiar embrace of home. Yet in the contemporary landscape, even the most beloved comfort foods are accompanied by cautionary notes. Catfish, the 6th in our lineup, has made its way from distant shores. Imagine, if you will, your grandfather in the kitchen, expertly frying a batch of crispy catfish, just as he always did. It has become a cherished weekend ritual, a cherished delight for the whole family. The mere whiff of that scent conjures up vivid recollections of carefree childhood days filled with laughter and a sense of unity. But what if I revealed that the very catfish in question, when imported, might be placing him in considerable danger? The issue at hand is clear. Catfish imported from various regions in Asia frequently originate from unregulated fish farms, where sanitation is lacking and practices may raise concerns. These farms employ antibiotics and chemicals to ward off diseases. However, numerous antibiotics are prohibited in the U.S. due to their association with antibiotic resistance and potential long-term health complications. Thus, when an elder consumes catfish from such sources, they might be placing themselves at risk of encountering drug-resistant bacteria that their immune system is ill-equipped to combat. It is important to keep in mind that older adults possess a diminished immune response, a condition that may merely induce slight stomach discomfort in a younger individual, could result in severe illness, hospitalization, or even graver consequences for someone aged 65 and older. Nevertheless, individuals opt for it due to its affordability, widespread availability, and convenience in bulk purchasing. Yet, that remarkably low price? It arrives with an unseen price. What would be the more secure path to take? If you or your cherished ones have a fondness for catfish, it's best to choose varieties farmed in the U.S. The standards for fish farming in America are notably more stringent, characterized by superior water quality, regulated feed, and a restricted application of antibiotics. Regardless of its origin, ensure that it is thoroughly cooked. Properly prepared catfish can mitigate the risk of bacteria, particularly for individuals with slower digestion or chronic health conditions. Comfort food ought to provide solace, not peril. Having explored these 6 types of fish that older adults ought to steer clear of, now is the moment to take a breath. Contemplate the true implications of this for your own well-being or for the well-being of someone dear to you. For every entry on this list, there lies not merely science, but a profound commitment to safeguarding. It revolves around safeguarding the essence of existence, one dish at a time. Let us pause for a moment and inhale deeply. We have discussed mercury, toxins, and the concealed threats lurking in everyday fish. Yet, at the core of everything, this delves into a realm far more profound. Witnessing a cherished individual make decisions that gradually undermine their well-being, often without awareness, is a heart-wrenching experience. Perhaps it is your mother who believes she is making a healthy choice by opting for salmon. Perhaps it is your grandfather who continues to savor his beloved fried fish from the diner each Friday. They are striving to act in accordance with their principles. They continue to follow the path they have always tread. And yet, these seemingly insignificant daily decisions may be subtly steering their health down an undesirable path, bit by bit. And there it unfolds before your eyes. One can observe their increasing fatigue, experiencing an increase in forgetfulness, experiencing illness with increasing regularity. One ponders whether it is merely the passage of time that brings about such reflections. Yet at times, it is indeed the contents of their plate that matter, indeed that presents a significant challenge. These are the individuals who nurtured and shaped our lives, who bestowed upon us all that we hold dear. In these later years, it is they who find themselves in greatest need of our support. However, there is an important point to consider. This very instant is the crucible of transformation. This transcends mere fear. This is not a matter of guilt. This narrative revolves around the essence of power, the essence of your strength. For now, the knowledge is yours. You possess the insight to discern what truly matters. You are aware of the choices that entail risk and those that offer solace. What of that knowledge? That encompasses all. You can subtly steer your parents toward more favorable choices, all while ensuring they feel at ease. Assist your partner in making a more informed decision while shopping for groceries. One may peruse a menu prior to placing an order, not from trepidation, but from a place of affection. In our later years, love takes on a form that resembles this. It appears to be an examination of a label. It seems to inquire, from whence does this fish originate? It seems like an invitation to embark on a fresh adventure this week, and that is precisely why I am conveying this to you now. There is no need to relinquish fish. There is no need to abandon the things you love most. One must simply embrace a greater sense of purpose. Select wild-caught? Select options with minimal mercury content. Select that which nurtures your body rather than what diminishes it. Even the slightest adjustments can lead to years of enhanced clarity, fortified bones, improved heart health, and more restful slumber. Isn't that the desire we all share for our twilight years? Isn't that the very essence of our desires for those we hold dear? May today mark the beginning. This evening, take a moment to inspect your refrigerator. Discover what lies within. Examine the labels closely. Reflect on the insights you've gained today, and embark on a single modest step forward. Only one. Perhaps it involves substituting that large-eyed tuna with canned light options. Perhaps it's time to replace that sail-bin farmed salmon with a fresher, wild-caught alternative. Perhaps it's simply engaging in a dialogue around the dinner table about the importance of making wiser choices as a collective. Change unfolds not through grand sweeping gestures, but through gentle, intentional strides toward a brighter path. Regardless of your age or health history, it is essential to understand that you retain control over your circumstances. Your health is not a thing of the past. It remains attainable for you. Superior selections. Brighter tomorrows await. They are within reach, beginning at this very moment. Caring for yourself, or for someone dear to you, transcends the realm of medicine and appointments. It revolves around your daily actions, your dietary choices, your knowledge, and how you respond to it. I assure you, these small details, they create the most significant impact. Let us pause for a moment to weave everything into a cohesive whole. In summary, there are 6 types of fish that older adults should carefully consider before including them in their meals. King mackerel, a name that evokes a sense of vitality, yet it conceals a hidden danger with its mercury content. Tealfish, frequently lurking in the shadows of restaurant dishes, subtly jeopardizing cognitive health. Swordfish, graceful in appearance, yet perilous beneath the surface. Ahi tuna, big-eye tuna, a beloved choice for sushi enthusiasts, yet it carries certain risks, particularly for those with older immune systems. The concern with farmed salmon lies not in the fish itself, but rather in the methods of its cultivation. Imported catfish, readily available and affordable, yet frequently carries concealed, detrimental consequences. At first glance, each one may appear innocent, perhaps even healthy. However, as we have discovered today, each of these carries its own distinct risk for aging bodies. From the accumulation of mercury, to the onset of inflammation, to the presence of harmful bacteria. As you age, with a more sluggish immune system and heightened sensitivity in your organs, those risks become increasingly significant. I am eager to listen to your thoughts. Have you or someone dear to you frequently consumed any of these fish? Unaware of the potential dangers, was one of them a regular fixture in your household, as it was in mine for many years? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I have immersed myself in each and every one, and I genuinely wish to listen to your narratives, your inquiries, or perhaps your preferred safer alternatives. Let us share our knowledge and insights with one another. Let us embark on a journey of growth together. This transcends mere video. It embodies a vibrant community. If this has been of any assistance to you, even in the slightest, I kindly ask that you give it a thumbs up, allowing it to reach others who may also benefit from this information. Consider subscribing to Elderly Wisdom Guide if you haven't done so yet. This channel serves as your daily sanctuary for genuine, actionable insights on gracefully navigating the journey of aging, remaining knowledgeable and nurturing yourself and your loved ones with purpose and discernment. We delve into nutrition, explore mental health, and examine the small lifestyle choices that create significant impacts, covering it all each day. Whether you find yourself here for your own journey or for the sake of someone you hold dear, you have arrived at the right destination. Before we conclude, allow me to express one final thought. I appreciate it. I appreciate your kindness. I appreciate your curiosity. Thank you for embracing understanding and initiative instead of succumbing to fear and uncertainty. Your presence gives significance to this message. Every informed choice you make today paves the way for a brighter tomorrow, both for yourself and for those dear to you. Therefore, remain discerning. Maintain your well-being. Until we meet again in the next video, wishing you all of the best from everyone at Elderly Wisdom Guide. Take care and stay well.